Tavante, what do you think about the client relationship management software and the payment processors? You got any experience with
Not in
that?
the CRM. I don't have much experience in that. And actually not in so much, well, the website. So I have a website right now, and I'll be using a payment processor with my website. Uh, I mean, I just know that it's pretty clear and cut. I mean, like if you're doing business and you don't have a way to take payment, and you don't have multiple ways to take payment, then you're gonna limit your options. So, I mean, I think it's just a good thing about that. You know, I think when you're first starting off, you're probably thinking about how you would actually process a payment, right? Maybe you have a reliable way, but depending on your demographics and who you're servicing, they may be comfortable with multitude of ways. I've been thinking about, you know, not just a payment processor online because I service elderly clients. I'm going to be doing a lot of phone call over the phone, taking payments and invoicing, especially for my private pay, because I know that is the way that they're most comfortable. They want to talk to someone. They don't want to finagle with a computer or a phone, you know. And so it's good to be like use terminology like, oh, I can invoice you. They're comfortable with being invoiced, you know.
That's what that's their era.
That's their era. That's their language,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You know, yeah. So I said, hey, you can call and pay a phone. I'll invoice. That's oh, okay. You know, that word brings a bit of comfort, and that's what you're trying to do. Is you're trying to create this comfort level of, oh, this is not so weird for me to do this. You know, I'm comfortable doing this.
That makes total sense, and I like your point about making sure you have multiple ways to receive payment because,
Yeah.
like you said, when you're dealing with a client base that's a little bit older, that's going to be their old school. You know, there's going to be checks, it's going to be cash, something like that. But you start dealing with this younger generation, and it's Cash App, it's Venmo. You know, it's going to be more electric. So I could definitely see you if you don't have that type of stuff set up. You're definitely going to limit yourself on what kind of customer base you can deal with.
Exactly.
You know, and that's one thing too. So I use Square. So me and the team, and the big benefit of using Square is it's almost kind of like McDonald's, right? You can set up your different items and build in your costs. So it makes it quite simple for them to go out and create invoices, create the different bills for the customer quickly on the phone, and then they can see everything right there. They've got the little chip thing. They can put the chip in. They can even tap it too. They can tap it. We get the option. They can call in if they want. So it gives us that flexibility. And you know, to be quite honest, I was always thinking about, okay, there's fees that are associated with having that payment processor in place. But at the end of the day, I would rather have the credit card transaction than having a cash or a check. For one, the cash, you have to, especially if you have a large team, you have to have a way to bring it all back. You have to count it, you have to take it and reconcile, right?
Yeah.
With checks, you got to do the same process and hope the check doesn't bounce.
Yeah.
You know, with the credit card, swipe, approved right there, no questions, if and or buts, and it moves right into the bank account. So that fee that's associated with that transaction is worth it, in my opinion.
Kind of a convenience fee, basically.
It's a convenience fee. So Square is pretty good. You know, PayPal has their own separate. Your bank will have a payment processor. And if you're in like a high risk business, say you're doing CBD or you're doing, there's a lot of high risk business, credit repair, stuff like that, where you can't get approved for a traditional payment processor because they're a high risk business. You have to go to these third party payment processors. We have a few. If you're looking for one, just send a message. We'll send you a list, but they'll charge more to be able to receive money via credit card, things like that. But you don't really have that many options. But you know, you have to have a payment process in place to do business today.